Okay, we've got graduate defensive tackle Gabe Iniguez. Gabe had 3 tackles against UTEP last weekend. You guys can go ahead and ask him questions. We'll start over here, Gabe.
Hey, Gabe. Eric Francis, 106.9 The Fan. Your first game of the season for Utah State. Differences this in Saturday versus the first time you were suited up for the Aggies in your first game?
Differences probably just be like the way we came about this first game. Last year we had different culture. This year we came in with Coach Bennett Hall bringing in a great culture, talking about just thinking about us and relying on each other for this game and stuff like that. But really excited, great excitement for both first games I've had here. But I mean, I feel like the Maverick could have been a little more packed out. I seen something earlier today that was the lowest in the first game past 10 years or something like that. But I mean, we're just worried about us and stuff like that.
Gabe, Jason Turner from the Herald-Journal. Struggle stopping the run the previous 2 years. How gratifying was it to really get off to a much better start in Game 1 in that regard?
I mean, I love it. And we look at it, we held them to 2.9 per carry, and we still looked at that number. It could have been lower from some plays that we missed up front and some things from QB scramble. But, I mean, really happy with our defensive line, and we have so much depth in the defensive line, and especially our backers behind us helping us out as well.
Kind of piggybacking off Jason Walker with Cache Valley Daily. A big part of last year is there's some struggle with tackles and running backs getting yards after initial contact. You guys held them really low as far as yards after contact. I think that was less than 2 yards after contact. Just kind of the same thing. How gratifying was that to put that kind of performance together in the run and even the pass game?
I mean, that just goes to show how we play our defense. We're fast and physical, and we want to have 11 players at the ball every single time. So that helps out with yards after contact. So being able to have one person making a hit, and then we'll have the swarm coming after that.
And looking ahead to Texas A&M, their run game, obviously last year they were really good as far as running team. Didn't do that as much against UTSA, but just what are you expecting from this? Where they got to get running quarterback, got to get running back. So what are you looking at?
I mean, I'm just expecting this will be my second time playing against an SEC team, and I mean, they just, offensive line looks apart, all that good stuff. But I mean, if we just play physical and get our hands up in the passing lanes with this quick game quarterback and make sure we have great pass rush lanes, we'll be good to keep them in there.
Gabe, Texas A&M has all 5 of their offensive linemen back. Didn't give up a sack against UTSA. How realistically do you generate a pass rush against a team like that?
I feel good about it. We were getting close with 3 this past game. We'll definitely be in a different form, different schematics this week to help us, pressure that quarterback. But I mean, I feel like we have great players in the front that could pass rush and play the run. So I feel very confident in how we could go out there and attack them.
Gabe, just so many new players on this team. You guys have been battling with each other through all fall camp, and then Saturday you finally had a chance to square off against somebody else. How do you feel you came together as a defensive unit with so many new players and so many new positions too?
And I feel like that's the biggest thing about our team. The strongest component of our team, I feel like, is the unity. So since being here in January and bringing in 80 some odd players, I feel like we've done a really great job about getting to know someone and really getting to know someone at a personal level. So we're out there on the defense, and we look at it as if you're not around the ball, you don't really care about the team. You know what I'm saying? So we're out there basing it off our effort out there. So I feel like we did a really great job about meshing everything together and believing and having trust in one another doing their job out there.
Gabe, Trentwood with the Deseret News on Zoom. I talked to Coach Wilkins before the season about a lot of things about the D-line, but about you especially, and he talked about how he wanted you to get back to playing how you did at New Mexico State. And I'm curious if you feel like you've gotten back to that player, to the style of play where you can do that again.
I feel like I'm definitely getting back to that play style, just being able to be free. And a big thing over there, we had tons of rotation, so we were all keeping fresh players out there. Last year I was playing, more snaps than not. And but I'm definitely feeling great. I'm back in a different position, head up nose mostly, and I've just bought into it. And Coach Wilkins had helped tremendously in bringing in new players to keep me going and having some competition in that room.